What's up, guys? I hope you're doing good out there. It's been a while since we've done a Blackbook video, and gotta say I'm a little bit rusty. I'm trying to get my rant going, and it's I just realized you gotta keep in practice with a good rant. You know, it's that whole like trying to collect your thoughts and quickly, you know, say some topical things, whatever stuff. You know, communicate with the people and whatever. And I'm a little bit out of practice. I gotta tell you, I'm a little bit out of practice. But that's okay. I'm gonna keep producing videos anyways, because what was it that I said about Adam Carolla? He said, you gotta put in the work. You gotta put in the work, guys. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to put in the work, create content so you guys can enjoy and hopefully peep in a little bit into our world. Well, my world, really. My crazy little cave that I live in over here. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, ArtPrimo is a beautiful family. We're a lot of really great people. And I'm just one voice here. Albeit a very crazy voice. Not really. What was it that kid asked me? Are you being retarded on purpose? Yeah, pretty much. You know, the whole thing is, I just don't want to take this too seriously because there's nothing more nauseating than an artist that takes themselves too seriously. Postmodernism was a mistake. It was a real mistake. But anyways, in this video, I'm going to be drawing this little simple piece here. It says rude because of all the rude comments I get sometimes. But honestly, I feed off of them. Your tears. Ah, they're delicious. Salty. I need those electrolytes, baby. You don't just need water, you need electrolytes too. Anyways, so I'm doing a quick little rude piece, little basic simple letter graffiti style with the Chartpaks and the Molotov markers and whatnot. And so if you stick around, I hope you do, you'll watch me draw this. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Talk to you soon. Woo! We're back, guys. We're back again. Y'all been missing out on them Blackbook videos, and I hear you, baby. I hear you. It's actually the first rain of fall. I guess it's fall now. I don't even know what it is. It's not summer anymore. It's definitely it's Indian summer, I guess. But we are heading into winter, and we'll be doing a lot of Blackbook videos because, well, it rains a lot here, so we'll be indoors a lot. So there you go. Anyways, man, I hope y'all been doing good out there. Man, I just been trying to keep it together over here this summer. We've had a lot of things been going on, you know the story. But we're back, and I hope that you and I'm talking to you personally. I talk to every one of you as like a person, you know, as an individual. I hope you and I can have some really wonderful adventures in the world of sketching this winter. And I think we will. A lot of y'all been sending me your work, and I gotta tell you, man, I'm really, really blown away by how much so many of you have improved in this past 6 months. I mean, a lot of you just really blow me away. I gotta give a special shout out to Overt. Gotta give a special shout out to Vanilla Cream, Gitzer13, Cletus, my dude Cletus, he's out there doing his thing. Y'all been showing me some great work, guys. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. Keep sketching, keep painting, keep being you. Just do your thing, man. Just do your thing. All right, let's go ahead and get going. Let's go ahead and get this shaken up. Using a Molotov 127, I think this is a True Blue. Should have that memorized by now. Of course I do, but I forget things like that. Inconsequential things. Not that inconsequential, I guess. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and outline this bad boy. I'm doing a piece that says rude, just because I like the letters. And I want to give a shout out to all the rude people on YouTube. All them haters out there. You know, if there's one thing I want to teach you guys with these videos is make yourself immune to haters. And sometimes it's fun to troll them. Because you know, trolling makes the internet go round. It certainly does. Alright, let's go ahead and get this going here. Sometimes people need it. There's a Greek philosopher, and I don't remember his name, but the gist of his whole thing was that people who take themselves too seriously need to be made fun of a little bit, basically. And offhand, I don't remember the exact quote or any of it, but that's the moral of it. Sometimes people just need to be reminded that what they're doing is not as important as they think. There's so many people with talents in this world. Alright, let's go ahead here. So I'm gonna rock some really weird styles that don't look like they should go together, but that's kind of how I do my thing these days. A mismatch of just gnarliness. Just for fun. Alright, let's go ahead and get this outlined nicely. Man, this song is tight. Oh, in case you guys are wondering what I'm listening to, I'm listening to Cambodian Rocks. This is a compilation of 1960s and 1970s Cambodian pop, psych rock, and I believe a little bit of soul in there as well too. So we'll go ahead and take this ride all the way through, see what it's all about. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh, people on the internet. You know, one of the reasons why I made these videos is I know we're entering a new era of graffiti, and look at the likes of people like Doke and Grim and all these young guys that are, they're kind of becoming like internet graffiti people, and it's much to the chagrin of the graffiti establishment. They don't like it. They don't like the way things have changed. I don't know what to tell them other than, well, you're just gonna have to deal with it. I mean, this is the new era. If you don't like it, I guess get another hobby, right? And they're gonna be some of just millions of kids in the next 10 years that are gonna be doing this stuff, making their own videos, posting their own stuff. As graffiti evolves, the removal of graffiti will evolve, and I think you're gonna find, except for in gentrifying cities, because graffiti does have a place in gentrifying cities, it is definitely part of gentrification, and I know some taggers got mad at me when I mentioned that in a previous video, but that's the facts, Jack. You are a gentrifier. So we're gonna have to evolve as an art and a culture, and also graffiti is evolving on its own as an art and a culture. So you have people who maybe don't have that type of experience that maybe I had as a kid, or maybe some of you guys out there painting have, but they wanna do it, they wanna paint. So maybe they set up a free wall somewhere, or they're doing just murals and stuff like that. And I know the degenerates don't like this, but that is graffiti too. It is graffiti style art. And not everyone can be the king of the streets, but anybody can pick up a can and learn how to paint, learn how to draw, learn how to do it. You know what I mean? And I mean, what's I don't understand the thinking of some of these people sometimes. They're like graffiti Luddites. It's like, you don't want more people doing graffiti, guy? Is that what you're saying? You want less people doing graffiti? Okay, I hear you. That's kind of like the thing with like women doing graffiti, you know what I mean? Like, I've always been the one who was very supportive of the ladies trying to do the graph, Some guys are too, other guys are as well, but it's generally not a friendly culture to women. But I've also been of the train of, the way of thinking is, okay, you want to do this, then you gotta play in the same terms. You know what I mean? Like, we're not gonna hold your hand, we're not gonna carry your cans for you, we're not gonna you gotta stand on your own 2 feet, young lady, just like the rest of us did. And I think that's the real equality, and that's kind of what makes graffiti awesome in the same sense. You just gotta jump in, and you gotta jump in that river. Sink or swim, baby, sink or swim. See where you land. Alright, dope. So we went ahead and got it filled in with my Funky E. Very Chrome Angels influenced E, I gotta say. You definitely see where my influence comes from. Let's go ahead and let this dry and start erasing this bad boy and get to the next step. I know someone's really mad about that arrow, but hey, Sukmani. Alright, sick. Let's go ahead and start filling it in. I'm using a Chartpak in lemon yellow, and I don't know if I've told you guys this probably numerous times, but these Chartpak ad markers are by far my favorite sketchbooky marker. Now keep in mind, they are very juicy. In fact, probably the most juiciest marker. Look at that. That was from something that bled through, but we'll just leave it there as an accent. So try to be careful on the edges. Don't get too close or you might overbleed and pick up some of the One For All. And you know, you don't want that to happen. So just take your time. Go around the edges. Don't hit them too hard. Another thing you can do too is spray it with some fixative. Now it will affect the finish of the Chartpak marker, but you could also do it for a custom effect and it looks kind of cool. Maybe we'll do that in a future video. What it will do is you don't have to worry about bumping the Molotov stuff and causing it to bleed. It will also create like a splatter effect, which looks kind of cool. So that's kind of neat. I'm not sure where I'm going to go with that after that. All right, let's go ahead and fill this in right here. So I've gotten a lot of really good feedback from you guys regarding that whole nihilism talk that we had. And a couple of y'all were kind of like, you know, confused of what I mean by multiple types of nihilism. And I guess what I was trying to say is, you know, I guess there's two types that I know of. And there's one, you know, there's one type of nihilism when you're looking at life and, you know, as kind of like a meaningless, you know, you're just a speck on the earth, and what's the point of life? You know, why even bother, right? And that's kind of a defeatist attitude, and, you know. And then there's another type of nihilism where it's like, this is common with rich kids, is like, LMAFO, life doesn't matter, fuck it, let's do a bunch of Xanax and get fucking high and fuck the world, right? You know, that leads to the other type of nihilism eventually, because eventually you hit a point where you don't care about it. I mean, you don't care about anything. And you know, and I don't believe you guys really think that, because I know you guys have families, you have like brothers and sisters, you got your good homies, and that stuff really matters to you, you know? It's like, oh yeah, but what's the point of life? Well, the point of life is to have a good life and to be good to your friends and your family and stuff. And I, you know, shit, I struggle with that still too sometimes. Let me go ahead and fill this in really quick, and then I'll prattle on in a second here. All right, sick. Let's go ahead and start filling this in. I got a chrome orange ad marker. You know, I think the whole thing is like, you know, you guys are getting like affected by too many Rick and Morty cartoons. I think that's what it boils down to. Or like people like Kurt Cobain. I mean, I grew up on, you know, it's as much as I loved his music, he had a very dark outlook, and he didn't really need to be that way. He didn't have to live like that, you know. It's just, it leads you down such a dark path. Now, I know he had like drug addiction and all these other things going on, but, you know, the thing is everything matters, man. Everything you do matters. I know, like, it's popular to think like, oh, what's the point of life? Everything's a simulation. Blah blah blah, you know. Well, so what if it is? But that's not what you are. That's bullshit. Like, I've heard that from so many kids. It's like, yeah, I like that thought, but I think you're just really high and you're trying to like sound intellectual, and maybe you are an NPC in a game, but you have self-control, you have will, you have desire, you have, you know, ability to reason. You know, NPCs in games don't have that. They're just automatons, essentially. Just remember, everything you do matters, guys. So there's no need to be so pessimistic about life. And it drives me nuts to see young people turn to that. So, I don't know. Do art. Get a hobby. Alright, let's go ahead and get this filled in here. Oh, that's looking cool. I like it. Alright, let's go ahead and get back with that blue and fill it in. But, you know, I just want you guys to know that life doesn't have to be so dark all the time. And going the other route where it's like, oh, fuck the world, who cares? That's not really a solution either. I think my biggest beef with that whole thing is it gives people an excuse to not be productive. And I was that way when I was young. I would say I fell into that type of nihilism when I was young, where I just was like, what's the point? Who cares? Let's fucking party, bro. And probably not the best way to live in the long term. But, you know, I guess that's where a lot of young people end up. So what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? All right, where were we, guys? Where were we? You know, I gotta say, I really love these Chartpak markers. The more that I've been using them, the more I realize that they are by far my favorite marker for blackbooking. They just cover so good, and you know, it's that xylene base, baby. There's nothing like it. There's really nothing like it. This Molotow marker is almost empty, but I think I might be able to get it to go the distance. So we'll see. It's a really old marker, by the way. So if it runs out of ink, it's not the marker's fault. It's just almost empty. Looking good in the hood, guys. Looking good in the hood. Anyways, I just hope you guys are doing good out there. I just want to encourage you guys to be confident and do your art, man. That's really all what it boils down to. And some of you are actually starting to get gigs, just really blowing my mind, man. That's freaking awesome. We need more of you guys doing murals, not less. I'm sure some of my professional muralist friends don't like to hear that. Oh no, we're gonna flood the market with more labor. What, man? They ain't one pie. It's a pie factory, baby. It's kind of funny me talking about this whole nihilism thing, because graffiti really appeals to the whole nihilistic personality too, you know? Because it's kind of destructive, but it isn't at the same time. It's very creative, you know? I'll tell you one thing though, it's never gonna disappear. That's for sure. You can try to manage it, you can try to work with it. I mean, buffing's gonna get really good. You're probably not gonna see the level of street bombing that we saw as a kid, that's for sure. I think in 10 years the buffing's gonna get really good. But it's not gonna stop people from doing it. You know, that's the thing. And so I think cities need to start taking a more pragmatic approach to it, you know, and just give up on the municipal walls, man. Like under bridges, like any of these spots where, like, you know, marginal areas and whatnot. You know, we were doing that in some of those Stomp the Yard videos, and it actually kind of got a little bit hot for us, and I had to stop doing them. But I'm just like, what do they care? Nobody hangs out there but hobos and people shooting up drugs. You know, like, give it up to the writers. Let some BMX kids build a track under the bridge. You know, like, why do you need to police this area for graffiti so much, yet, you know, do nothing about the hobos that are down there? Can't pick and choose, people. We can't pick and choose. Either everyone gets the space or no one does. That's the way I look at it. Alright, sick. Let's go ahead and let that dry and we'll get to the next step. Alright, sick. Let's get on to the next step. I'm just going to rock a red splash because, well, why not? Let's just use red. Shout out for the red, my homie Big Worm. He said he wanted a shout out on here. He said, you better hit up Big Worm, X4. You better hit me up or else. He said or else. Alright, Big Worm. I hear you, homie. Norte X4. Nah, he's the homie, man. You know, everyone's got their own little clique, their own little thing. Very common for humans to do. We're naturally, what do we call them? We're very tribal creatures, aren't we? Not a whole lot different than monkeys. Except we can reason. Sometimes we can reason. Ah, get out of my way. Yo, you guys watching the Instagram stories? Did you guys see this one? Yeah, you know you saw it. You know you saw it. Oh, what's in here? Oh, there's some markers. All right, let's go ahead and get cracking here. I'm using the black Chartpak, by the way. God, I love how these things fill in. They just go so quickly. Beautiful. There we go. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos, so I'm honestly having a little bit of trouble doing the riff thing. I kind of forgot how to riff. That means I need to do more Blackbook videos, I think. Hopefully, this is entertaining at least. You know, it's just, oh, I just love these markers. Give it a spin, baby, give it a spin. Spin the wind. You know, it's kind of funny. I came to Seattle when I was in my mid-20s, and I saw kids going through the same stuff I went through when I was in high school. But I had already kind of been over that, obviously. So I always kind of laughed at it, but I was kind of the odd man out always, so I couldn't really say much. And what are you gonna say to kids anyways? You know, they're just gonna do whatever they want. Can't really stop them. Just gotta let it happen. I just hope that nihilism doesn't take hold of you, because it does take hold of a lot of writers. I'd hate for you to become like that. I think a lot of writers also kind of have like this Machiavellian view of the world, like, you know, but it kind of makes them non-community orientated. And that kind of sucks. I mean, I understand why. Like they think, oh, you know, the system is rigged, this is this and this is that. You know, there's those who have control and I'm just going to get mine while I'm at it, you know. And I guess that works to a point. There's so... Our reality, our life and everything, it's like a diamond, you know. There's so many facets to it. It's not just this or that. It's this, that, and the other thing. So I don't know, man. Writers are funny sometimes. Oh, look at that. Dude. I understand the Machiavellian thing though, like wanting to like, you know, fuck, you're an operator, you're a player in the game, you're gonna play the game, I guess. So yeah, that makes sense. And you're gonna get yours, and sometimes it involves doing very shitty things or doing fucked up things to other people. I don't like to live in that paradigm though. I'm just gonna be me. I'm just gonna be me and do me. I hope you do the same. I hope you do the same. All right, let's see what else here. What else do we need? What else we got going on in this thing? No, I don't want that. All right, I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, sick. Let's go ahead and drop some highlight shines in here. Now this would be a good time to bust out your matte fixative, especially when you're going paint over paint. So why don't we? All right, sick. Let's go ahead and put some matte fixative on this. And what this will do is create a protective barrier. That way you can put the paint over the paint. Also kind of flattens it out a little bit. That's probably good enough. Let's let that dry real quick. Oh, curse of the left-handed. And we'll go back over that, no big deal. You know, I wanted to talk about something too, because I had a guy hit me up. I don't want to put him on blast, so I'm not going to say anything. But he said that, so why do I make art? He said he's having an existential crisis. He's like, why am I even doing this? And I guess he was feeling like he wasn't successful enough. I don't know. I mean, I have some friends that are fairly successful artists, but I don't know if they're really that happy with the art that they make, because they specifically make art for people to buy. And that's fine. That's totally cool. Like, it's weird because I'm at a point in my life now where it's like, oh, maybe I should make art for people to buy too. You know, because why not? You know, make a living doing what you like. You know, this guy was obviously kind of living like the pure artist kind of thing, and he's like, people aren't buying my pure art or whatever. It's like, bro, you make art for your own amusement. That's why you make art. You know, it's just a pastime. It's what you do. Like, if you really want to do like real art for yourself, I guess, like, don't worry about if people are buying it or not. It don't matter. You know, or if you feel like people don't think it's important or whatever. People didn't think Van Gogh was important when he was alive. So there you go, you know. There's a lot of artists that weren't important when they were alive, and then when they're dead, they were important. So if you're worried about that, like, don't sweat it. Either you'll be famous as an artist, or you won't. But keep making art for yourself. That is what is important. And whether it's tagging or murals or drawing silly characters everywhere, whatever you want it to be. Remember, you're doing this for your own amusement. That's why you're doing it. You can get paid too. Why not? Do murals and shit. You can also get paid. Getting paid's kind of cool. Don't mind me, I'm going to start doing some weird stuff in here. I think it's the Cambodian music. It's made me realize I just want to get funky in the 3D here. There we go. Oh man, this song kicks ass. But you know, existential crises are part of life because we're just monkeys on this planet trying to figure it out. That's for sure. Mm-hmm. There we go. Man, it's been so long since I've done one of these Blackbook videos. I'm so happy to be back in it, guys. We gotta do more of them. More Blackbook videos, not less. That's what the people said they want. Do like a comma in there. Just get weird, man. It's alright, get weird. Don't worry about getting weird. People say I'm hella weird. That's cause they're normies. Normies! I was never a normie. Makes sense that I was attracted to an art form that made you do it illegally, right? Alright, I'm getting sloppy now. I gotta get back on point. What am I doing? No. Alright, let's let that dry real quick. Alright, sick. Let's go ahead and start rocking some shines on this bad boy. I'm using that Nature White Molotow marker. You guys know I like the Nature White a lot. I really do. Man, this album is so sick. Alright, let's go ahead and just start rocking some shines through here. The downward 3D, so we'll be doing top side shines that just kind of roll off onto the edge as they go down. Now, what was I talking about before I turned off the lights to let this dry? Were we talking about art and why people do art? Definitely for your own amusement. That is for sure. It's funny because like I talk to a lot of people and you know, like the younger kids don't really seem to have this problem. It seems to be people in their late 20s when they're doing art and they kind of hit like a breaking point. Like maybe they're not famous enough yet, or they're not recognized enough yet. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Or maybe they are and they're unhappy with the art that they're doing because they feel like they have to do a certain type of style, or they pigeonholed themselves. Just gotta whip it, baby. Do something else, I guess, if you don't like it. I'm still gonna just do my goofy ass letters because who cares? Maybe they're just not doing themselves. What did I always say? You do you? They must not be doing themselves. Actually, people do art for all kinds of reasons. Don't listen to me. But what was the whole point of this video? We're talking about people being rude. And honestly, I don't care. They can be as rude as they want. Like, troll me, roast me, be a roasty. I don't really care. But I do know a lot of you guys care. And so I want you guys to see that it doesn't matter and don't worry about it. Just do your art. Fuck the haters, man. Fuck the haters. There's one mantra I gotta put in your guys' heads. Fuck the haters. But maybe give them a little razz back. I used to do that in the comments all the time whenever they would talk shit, because I wanted you guys to see that I wasn't afraid of it, you know? Because I know sometimes you guys are. And that you can just give it back to them, you know? Look, trolls are a very important part of the internet. That's why I'm very much pro free speech. And they can be assholes sometimes. And that's okay. But you have to be confident in yourself to be like, yeah, whatever, dude, I hear you. Suck my dick. I call my homie Suck my dick. We'll deal with it. Alright. Oh, man, my freaking hand. Always do that. We'll go back with the blue on that in a second. No big deal, NBD. I wonder if this music is pre-Khmer Rouge or post-Khmer Rouge. Let me know if you know. Mention it in the comments. I'm kind of curious. I don't even know. I would say it's pre-Khmer Rouge. Because they had like a major purge of a lot of people. When those kind of people get into power, they kill a lot of people. And I could see them killing a lot of the musicians. They're too dangerous for the power structure. That's why I don't like authoritarian governments, or when people push it. Boo boo America. It's not that authoritarian. You haven't traveled much. You don't know a lot about history. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Howard Zinn, blah, blah, blah. I read those books too. I know what you're doing. I know where you've been. Remember, kids, critical theory does not equal critical thinking. Critical theory does not equal critical thinking. Good grief. All right, where are we going next with this? That's going to go down as my famous quote there. All right. Man, I think we're pretty much done. Why don't we do some hit-offs? Let me do some hit-offs on this bad boy. Let me get a different pen. Alright, sick. Let's do some hit-offs on this bad boy. I'm going to hit up my dude. I'm using the Posca, by the way, the light orange. Let's see how it goes over the black. I think it's going to bleed in. But that's alright. Ooh, looking good. Hit up my dude Chupa. What's up, Chupa? How you doing? Hit up my guy Overt. There we go. Who else should I hit up? Oh, Big Worm. Forgot about Big Worm. He said, you better hit me up or else. It's like, all right, Big Worm, I'll hit you off. Who else should I hit up? Oh, Lyser, my homie Lyser. Big Lyser. I'm gonna put a halo on it because he's an angel. Even though he acts like he ain't, but I know he's an angel inside. I see the angel inside you, Lyser. Let's do... That's a lighter blue, we can do that. Should have done this beforehand, shouldn't I? That's alright. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're just having a little fun. Damn, I just like kicked everything off of this table too. Like a crazy person. Oh yeah, that looks great. A little rude for the rudies of the internet. You know how we do it. We use some Posca markers, some other Posca markers. Oh shit, that's still wet. Oh fuck, what did I do? Alright, that's better. Good grief. Alright, next time I'm not gonna throw wet markers on this and I won't have that problem. I do it for a dramatic effect, obviously, but definitely messed up my thing. We'll call it a day. We got to finish up and get those Texas packs going. We're doing a little benefit for people suffering over there in Texas right now. Going through a hard time over there. Just want you guys to know you're my thoughts and prayers, Texas. Hope you guys are doing well out there. Alright. They'll be fine though. Americans are very resilient people. if anyone can pull through, it's gonna be the Texans, man. They are very, very can-do people. Definitely. All right, let's see here. I think this is done. Let's close it out. All right, first up, we use the ad markers from Chartpak. You know, these are my favorite for filling in stuff like this. They work fantastic. These are xylene-based graphic markers, perfect for blending, doing big fills. They fill in very nice and quickly. And these are the most saturated sketchbook markers I've ever seen. So don't sleep on the Chartpaks. Excellent stuff, man. Really, really high quality. All right. Oh, and for those of you who like it, these are made in the United States of America. These are not imports, which really tells you a lot about the quality. Excellent stuff. Excellent, excellent. All right, up next, we used the Malta One For All markers. For the outline, I used the True Blue in the 127 marker. This is a fantastic shade, very nice shade of blue. Basically your classic blue, Dodger blue, if you will. For the 3D highlights, I use the Neon Pink Malta 227 marker. Does usually need 2 coats. It does need a recoat usually, but that's pretty normal for pinks, but it's a nice shade. Still recommend it. What did I use this for? Oh yeah, for the little bubbles, I use the Vanilla in the Malta 227. Excellent color, very nice pastel shade, highly recommend it. Did I use this? Oh, I used the Posca Light Orange for the hit-offs. That was just for fun. Just wanted to throw that in there. And then I had the Posca in the light blue. I did these little doodads with them. What else? What else? I guess that's it. Oh, how could I forget? The ad marker in Life Red. That's what I did this fill in. Of course, I used the black one too. Super Black. Super Noir, Super Negro in Spanish and Espanol. Excellent shade of black. I mean, I don't even want to call black a shade. It is the shade though. It is literally the darkest color we have. Definitely recommend it. Definitely recommend it. Highly recommend both these markers. And I guess that's it. So thank you very much, guys. We're closing out this video. This Green Ranger coming at you from ArtPrimo.com, your #1 source for all these markers and more. We got so many markers. I got markers coming out of my booty. Might want to see a doctor about that. But we're your #1 source, baby. We got everything you need. Markers, spray cans, sketchbooks, everything, baby. You want to draw? Come see me on the YouTubes. We'll draw together, baby. This winter, we're doing it. We're going to be drawing a whole lot more. We'll be using the Chartpak, all this stuff. Remember, 206-365-4083. What was that number again? Here, let me write it down for you in case you forgot. It's 206-365-4083. You guys got that number? 206-365-4083. That's the number for ArtPrimo.com. You get that? ArtPrimo.com. That's the website, ArtPrimo.com. Not to be confused with FartPrimo.com. I don't think we bought that yet, but we should. Oh man, but remember, hit us up if you ever need anything. Come to this website, ArtPrimo.com. We're your #1 source for everything, baby. All your art supplies. YouTube, we got you on the videos. We got you on lock, baby. Anyways, this is GR signing out. I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Peace out, baby.